Hey everyone, Ray the Dashing Womble here. Hope everyone had a great Friday. Hopefully all the dashers, all the gig drivers or gig workers earned enough to warrant being out for the day or for the night, whichever shift that you worked, or did you work it all? Anyhow, it's now just gone 1 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning now. I didn't get started till about 6 o'clock yesterday. I had left the house early enough, but it just started tipping down with rain. It was like, oh crap. So I ended up going off and getting something to eat first of all, because I hadn't I hadn't scheduled this till 6 o'clock, it seems. I don't know why I did it for 6 o'clock, but anyway. Yeah, it was, that was right, that was the only ones that were open, 6 o'clock. It was weird. I've started scheduling myself for the next 5 or 6 days, I think I've got it for. And it goes anything from 5 till 8:30, or 5:30 to 8:30, or 6 o'clock to 8:30, whatever they've got available. So I just go in and do that. And then it gives you, it must give you an half-hour break, and you start again at 9, and then that goes till like 10:30 or something ridiculous, and then after that it goes to midnight till 4 a.m. It's like, it's a bit of an odd one how they scheduled it, but even though I'd scheduled all of that for yesterday, I didn't end up doing those because I just went straight on. As soon as I logged on the first one, I just went on and just carried on, followed it through, so you didn't have to jump off and go on to a new schedule or anything like that. Just followed it on. But anyway, last night, oh jeez, like I said, it was raining, and then it started coming down a little bit more. I actually did a job, and I think it was like $22. It was a stacked order, and that was when it started raining. It was a little bit before, but anyway. So anyway, had something to eat, like I said, went off, done this order, which was, first one was China 88. Well, actually, no, the first one I think was from Hawaiian Brothers, is where it picked up from first. That was an easy pickup, wasn't it? I mean, you just pull up to the thing and Gadget comes out and brings you the food. And then after that, went across the road and from 291 across and went to China 88. Oh, blimey. Anyhow, that was a fun one. I felt sure that was going to hold me up, but it didn't. Wasn't late enough in the night, I suppose. I don't know. Anyhow, went off to Greenwood, down to the Greenwood area to deliver those two. Just done those. That was like $22, $23, I think, for the pair of those. So that was pretty good start. Didn't get anything while we were down there, unfortunately, but it's like about 7 miles south of the main delivery area, I suppose. But anyway, we do quite a bit down the Greenwood area, Greenwood and Raintree Lake and all that down there. So I think I turn this off, getting a bit warm now. It's actually 40 degrees outside at the minute. Anyway, so then it starts tipping down the rain even more, and for me, I mean, I don't particularly like to deliver in the rain at night. The weather don't bother me. I really don't care about the rain at all. I'll deliver in the rain all day long. Don't care at all about that part. I mean, I was out there in shirt sleeves. I didn't. We had so much rain in England, I guess I got used to it. It doesn't bother me at all. Unless it's tipping it down, I mean, like buckets coming out the sky. And I'll probably put a jacket on, but it wouldn't bother me so much. It's the if there's lightning out there, I might be a little bit reluctant to go out for that. I mean, I don't want to play like I'm out there in the strobe light going up and down someone's driveway. Anyhow, with a dog flipping probably chasing me, a dog would probably have the flipping sense to be indoors, wouldn't it? Anyway, but no, I carried on through the night, just went with it. And I won't say that I did a whole lot of deliveries. But what we're out there during the night, or at least the ones that I was cherry picking, were paying pretty well. We got one from a catering order at some stage from a place, a home that we've been to several times. Quite a nice home, actually, quite a nice big house. And that was a pickup from Applebee's. And as soon as I saw that, I went, oh. But I saw the price on it and went, oh. Looks like it might be a catering order. And it was, I was right. Anyhow, I got down to, but Applebee's are not always the quickest of places to go to. They had a lot of staff in there. I wouldn't say that they had a lot of people in there. It wasn't packed in there, but they had a lot of staff, so that were visibly vipping available, and it just so why it took so long, I don't know. But anyway, there was this young fella came out and brought me out the drinks first of all. I actually thought I only had 2 drinks, but anyway, apparently it was free. And he brought that out, and then came out a little bit later on, 3 vipping big bags of vipping food to take. Oh, crikey. Anyhow, got out to the van, and said it was raining at the time. It was quite coming down pretty well then, actually. Anyhow, got to the van and put the stuff in the catering bag and put the drinks up front. And went off to the house that we had to go deliver to. Like I said, I've been there several times anyway. Nice big house, easy to figure out where this one is. Just go down the bottom of this road to the dead end, basically, and the house is the one right before the dead end. Anyhow, get up there on his driveway, and thankfully, vipping all their... They got this circle in their driveway. You go up big long driveway, and then there's a circle there, a roundabout. And sometimes they got cars parked on the roundabout, so I was like, oh, crikey. I don't want to be flipping back in a van round, and I want to get right up to the door, because, well, the less flipping water, rain gets on it, the better for them. Anyway, I took it all up there in the... there was nothing there, so it was easy to get around. And just took it up there in the catering bag. And I got up there on it, and it's a leave at the door. It's always leave at the door at that house. But anyway, I gets up there, and it's got this wrought iron, not metal table or something, so it wasn't a wrought iron one, I don't think. Had some little statues on it. And anyhow, so I thought, well, I'll put the food up there, be easier for them. So I put the drinks up there, and I was trying to make sure that this thing wasn't going to move at all. And then I was putting the bags of food up there, ready to vip in. I've got 1 bag up there, and there was still 2 others to go on. And I was getting those out the catering bag to put up there, and then I hear the door open, like, oh, crap. I said, I was just trying to put them up here. I said, well, you might as well take them here then. Anyhow, this bloke opens this bloody great big door of this house. Talk about a nice bloody entrance and everything in here. Nice house. Sod knows how much that flipping thing cost, but anyway. Anyhow, so hands in the grub, and he was alright, seemed alright, nice bloke. And I went on my way. It was, I think that one started out, normally vipping they go up when you do the catering ones. This one, well, it did go up, but I think maybe Doordash has changed it a bit now. I don't know. Because sometimes it would go up dramatically. Like, you'll start out at like $15, for example, and you get there and it's like $30. Once you hit the confirm button, you just don't know what you're going to get. Anyhow, this one I think was like $20.75, something like that, when I first took it. And I think it was that. I don't know, you know, I'm going to put all the stuff up here. And then it went up to 21 something, so anyway, that was, but it was, you know, it was more of a wait than anything to get in there. And yeah, the reason I don't like to drive in at night in the rain is because, well, you know, I love all the LED lights and such, all the nice bright lights, but the trouble is when it's raining at night, and with the roads, you know, they need to restrike the roads a lot of the times. And they don't do that. They really need to do that more often. But the LED lights from it's all right when they're red, like a traffic light, for the most part. But if it goes green, then it's real bright, isn't it? So you got that. You got a reflection of various businesses, like you got a Quick Trip or something, for example, or I don't know, some bloody petrol station. They've all got their bright lights now. Car headlights, definitely car headlights. They've all got the HIDs or they've got the LEDs. Great to be behind the LEDs for sure, but when they're coming towards you and they're reflecting as well as the traffic lights and everything else, it beams off the whooping ground. And I just, with the pain in the arse of the roads not being, the striping on the roads not being painted correctly, or painted more often, not cleaned. They should be cleaned, I think, as well. They need the street sweepers down there. And also bearing in mind, we've got bad roads as well to look at. So you kind of, you've been trying to look on the road to make sure that you don't go down a bloody pothole, which is enough if you're in trouble when it's bloody broad daylight, or any time when it ain't pissing down the rain. But so there's all that going on, and it just gets a bit of a pain in the rear end to try and fathom sometimes. And then you've got the addition of trying to figure out where you're going, what's coming in. You've got your wife next to you going da 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 da. Blimey. She's not here, that's what I'm talking about her. And she never watches the video, so. But no, she's mostly okay. Until she's not. But anyway. But no, it's it just gets a bit much to do. But tonight I just barreled through it and went, sod it, I'm just gonna do it and just take it a little bit easier than normal. And not that I drive like a complete clown, but I do like to get things where they're supposed to be going, and then get on to the next job, next delivery. But anyway, yeah, barrel through it. But yeah, it was what orders came through were paying pretty well. I think the smallest I took on an individual basis was one from IHOP later on in the evening, and that was going to a hotel down off of Wishchapel, and it was like $8.50. Anyhow, I got down there and the lady at the desk was busy, and I saw where it was going. It was going up to the 3rd floor, and I went, sod it, I'll just take it up there. Took it up there, put it outside the door. Now, there's one thing I always do when I go to a hotel or an apartment building that's got the, or flats, whatever, that's got the numbers on the door that where you can put the food down and take a picture. Always flipping make sure that you step back a little bit, get the picture in it and get the room number in it, or a flat number or apartment number, whatever you want to bloody call it. But make sure that you've always got that, because if someone turns around and said they never got it, well, it's a complete load of bollocks. You know, you should have been looking at your phone or whatever, and you would have known that it was there. Because if it gets left at the door, I'm not knocking at the door. There's a reason you want me to leave it at the door, and that's mostly because you don't want to be disturbed. At least that's what I'm taking it as. I used to knock at the door, but I don't do it now. I don't know if there's like kids in there asleep or what. I mean, I'd just rather get it done, leave it there, take a picture, onward down the road. If you're not looking at the app or whatever, that's down to you. Sorry. I took a job out to Pleasant Hill last night, and what the bloody hell was that? Can't remember what the bloody hell that was now. Anyhow, took that one out, where it went from. And it was, what was it, 14 miles. And it was paying $21 maybe. Anyhow, it was through the country. Yes, it started raining again. And it eased off as we got there. But anyway, I got down there. Even though we've been to Pleasant Hill several times, I don't know that part of the area that brilliantly. But anyway, I don't recall ever going down this road before. But anyway, we got there, and the porch light was on. It had like wooden decking on it, but there was no lights down below, so I tripped on the first step. I didn't realise it was there, because it needed lighting down that part, and I had a handful of flipping food in one hand and phone in the other. And a drink in the other, excuse me. So phone was on my clip. But anyway, and I went to go leave it, but there's no covering on the porch at all. So all the deck and everything was all bloody soaking wet. They had a little chair seating out there, but that was all wet, and it was all out in the elements and that. So I gave the woman a call, didn't ring on their bell or anything. I rang her and said to her, it's wet, it's Ray, your Doordash driver out here. It's rather wet out here. Do you still want me to leave the food on your doorstep? And she went, oh no, I'll come to the door. So she came to the door and took the food, and that was it. And I went on my merry way. Got myself back out of Pleasant Hill. And all that came in from there, it was McShite out there. I didn't know there was a McShite out there. But anyway, if there is, I don't like McDonald's. I'm not a fan of them. Anyway, and it was paying $5, and at the time it was peeing it down with rain, and I went, I don't even care if I'm out here, Dosh, on your bike. This is probably why no flipping drivers want to come be out this way. Anyhow, so kicked that one and just drove back empty. Didn't take long to get back though. I thought, quite surprised about that. What else was there? Then I had one Uber Eats, I think, maybe two. No, one Uber Eats overnight, and that one was going to from Applebee's to the hospital, and it said to deliver to the emergency room. Well, there was no one at the emergency room, like at the entrance where they said. So I sent them a message, said I'm here. And then they were at an entrance a bit further down, so I didn't get that. All right, whatever. So delivered that one. I think that was like $12.50 or something like that. And yeah, I mean, it was all the offers and orders that I'd taken over during the shift. Did all right for what I took. Invariably they were $20-$25 or something for a pair of them, and I don't think I had any shipping problems at all with any of them. I mean, not that I do get many problems, but a bit late to be flying it. Anyway, 1:30 in the morning, they're out there flying. Anyhow, so yeah, it was a lucrative night. If it was a drier night, then I probably would have been flying around and I would have done more money. But bearing in mind that the weather was not brilliant, and I just done my best just to stay flipping safe with it all, innit? And I knew I was going to have problems with the roadways and that we were reflecting, but it kind of the rain would ease off, so give the flipping water time to dissipate off the road a little bit more. So that that helped a lot. And there was a lot of there seemed to be more deliveries out to the country area or away from the main town, so there was less traffic and less lights to bother about. But anyway, I seem to do all right during the night. I think just got to push through it. On another note, I was looking at that picture app today. Haven't had anything come through at all. No new ones come through. So and I kept getting something saying, oh, it needs updating. When I went on their app and I clicked on the update, it didn't do anything. Like, never brought any new stuff on there. So I don't know how often. Maybe it's a new thing, and they just don't get a lot of business out this way. I don't know at all. Don't know anything about it. But I have done one. And that one, if I haven't said before, is called Proxy Picks. Very odd name, Proxy Picks. And I'll put the link below. But I'm going to be trying new apps. I was hoping to try start using Walmart Spark on Monday. That was my due date to start on there. Unfortunately, now I've got the gas company coming out on Monday. So I'm not sure what time I'm going to be able to get started with it. It may have to turn into a Tuesday flipping thing instead. I'm looking to do more and more new apps to me. And I was watching a fella just a little while ago that I started on YouTube, and he was talking about doing the medical courier stuff. And I've sort of seen a bit of that before, of doing that stuff. I've had experience of doing that when I was back home. So, and I mean, you're not going to see anything flipping bad anyway. It's all wrapped up and that, whatever you're picking up. I mean, it could be delivering blood somewhere. It could be delivering a heart if it's that flipping bad. If it's that, but you would need flipping something on your vehicle to signify that you were in a hurry. But no, I mean, you could be delivering all sorts of bloody stuff. I imagine, like, flipping just what they were saying was like COVID flipping tests and such, and medical documents apparently as well. All of that stuff goes with it. But there could be just regular equipment as well to deliver. You know, some of these companies don't have these big vans to deliver all this gear. that they sell, so they get a contractor or whatever to go pick it up and deliver it. I sold when I was working at that last garage I worked at, I took in, they traded it in a Ford Econoline, I think it was. Bloody old piece of crap it was. But anyway, traded in that, and they bought two minivans off of me. Two Chrysler Pacificas, brand new. And they were going to be using those for delivering medical gear and that. And that's all they did. They drove all over the Midwest delivering thing. I think it was their own company. But, yeah, I mean, it was quite a lucrative thing by the sounds of it. So that was what they did. They just delivered the equipment all over. They sold it too. It was all part of their business, but they delivered a lot of it. But they also said that they look for drivers as well. So, and some of it they have to contract out as well. So maybe that's what. There's going to be some of that in that medical stuff as well. You know, you might deliver a new wheelchair or something to someone, or maybe a new scooter. I don't know. I would have thought that would need some setup myself, but I don't know what stuff you need. Maybe boxes and boxes of masks or something. Who knows what has to be delivered? But anyway, medical stuff, whatever it is, will be picked up and delivered wherever it needs to go. So, yeah, I'm going to have a go at that, because that seems to be pretty lucrative as well. But then they said that about doing bloody Doordash, didn't they? And Uber Eats and that. And rideshare. I'm not sure about doing rideshare. Done too much of it back home. And here it's a little bit too risky to do. I mean, it weren't exactly the Vipian. I mean, you were never feeling safe anyway all the time. Although, I mean, I had lots of customers that I dealt with on a regular basis anyway. But it's all depending on where you had to go to pick up people. I did an overnight shift when I was doing the cab driving and that back home. So I'd start, I was supposed to start at 7 o'clock in the evening and finish at 7 in the morning. But invariably I'd get called in early to go pick someone up from the airport or whatever, which are any of the airports. 4 or 5 o'clock, and end up down the airport, either dropping someone off there and then picking someone else up again. Because they've got a driver that's gone home early, or is stuck elsewhere, or has got lost. We've had several of them. Or has had an issue with the vehicle, etc. But anyway, it would turn out to be, and I do a lot of work for the BBC as well, all the television companies and such. But yeah, I mean, that was a lot of hours. So, and then of course late at night you end up going to the pubs and picking people out the pubs, and a lot of fun that is. So I'm not sure I really want to go down the road of picking people up and doing cab driving or whatever again. Although I will say that Vipian back home, it's run a lot better than it is here, that's for sure, from what I've seen. Plus, the couple of times that I've been in a cab over here, or the few times I've been in a cab over here, definitely something to be desired, that's for sure. It's an interesting thing going in a cab here, to say the least. My wife she tells me one that she got picked up by a driver one time years ago, and the bloke turned around and said that he was certified Vipian blind. Stop the car right here, thank you. I don't care if it's the middle of I-70 or not. I'll get out here. But it's, what the hell? That would be something, wouldn't it? Certified blind. Mind you. Bells. Oh, good grief. Although some of the flipping black cab drivers back home, I swear some of them are certified bloody blind in London. We did have a few flipping ruckuses with that lot. But anyway, if you don't know what the cab system works like back home, I will do a video on that if you would like. So if anyone wants to know about that, put the comment down below. I would. That's an interesting thing, the system, the way that we got it there. Anyway, so it's still wet here. It's not so bad at the minute. I've got the wipers on. I do need flipping new wiper blade on my flipping driver's side. Don't care about the passenger side so much. The less my wife sees, the better for me. But no, I definitely need one on this side, and I would take it off the other one, but I know that one was a bit ropey, so I'll just get a new one for this side and put that one on. I did get a new passenger side one, which I was on the other one, and I was going to put it on this side, but it looks to be the wrong bloody size, so maybe it's different size on each side. But anyway, no, I think that's it. I can't think of anything else to say at this moment. I've got some new videos that I'm thinking about doing. New beginner driver tips, I think. I think I'm going to start that as well. Just do a few of those. Maybe just do them as shorts. I don't know. Some of it should be flipping common sense. I don't profess to know every bloody thing. If anyone tells you they know everything, they're a bloody idiot. Don't believe them. Because we're all bloody learning. Every day we're learning something new. And I will say that about bloody every bloody trade going. Whether you're delivering bloody pancakes or delivering flipping, I don't know, hotcakes. No, delivering medical gear, whatever you're doing in the world, delivering people flipping there. Whether you're bloody a mechanic or whatever, it don't matter. Whatever your trade is, whatever your job involves you to do, anyone doing it doesn't know everything. If you're selling cars, you don't know everything. I mean, there's going to be flipping something that you've never come across before. We've all bloody well been down that road, looked at each other and gone, don't think I've ever had that problem before. So we're all constantly learning, that's what I'm saying. And, there's a lot of these drivers that come on and do all of this stuff that I've seen along the way, and I know other flipping people on YouTube that have got loads more flipping viewers on their sites have seen before, and this is why. Pedro, for example, Pedro Doordash Santiago, or Mr. Bet on You, and Dashing Grandpa too. Both very good flipping content creators. If you've not looked them up, I'll put their links below. But when I started doing door dashing, even though I've delivered people and food flipping in various flipping parts of bloody England and Scotland and wherever else, and in some of Europe too. I mean, I've driven down to France with you, delivered people to France. Taken people, not delivered them. Sounds like I've thrown them in the boot and delivered them, doesn't it? Anyhow, but I've taken people down to Paris before. It's and beyond. But it's I picked up food and that back home. It wasn't uncommon for a cab driver to go pick up food and deliver it to someone. And then, of course, you got vipping. I lived above a Chinese restaurant for a while, and I would help them out and go vipping, do food, which would invariably be the night off, but I'd end up delivering food for them. But although they were really nice people, I did enjoy being at that place. But but we've all got something to learn. Definitely all got something to learn. And with the new drivers that come on, like I said, I watched Pedro, and then Dash and Grandpa too. And Pedro was real good at telling you telling things, giving insights into things. One that I really didn't flipping need any help on was when I saw an order come through, and I would hope flipping many other drivers would think it too, but I know some don't. Never take a flipping $2 order, never take a $2.50 order. You're not going to earn any money. Some drivers will tell you, yeah, just take it. Bollocks. I'm not going to bloody well take that. And you know why I'm not going to take that? Because I'm not going to earn any money. And these flipping Doordash and that, they'll flipping happily let you go along and do it. But if you think about it, if you're a new driver and you're watching this, if you've managed to struggle to get through this video, but if you're a new driver, $2 or $2.50. Now, all right, you don't know any different. But you got to understand that you must somewhere have an inkling that you're not going to make any money at that. Because let's think about it. If you go to a restaurant and you're there 10 minutes, right? Go in there 10 minutes, $2.50, great. Okay, you think that you're going to be earning money on that, and then you're going to take 5 or 10 minutes to deliver it. So there's 20 minutes tied up in this one order. And there you go, you've earned $2.50. There's no tip on it. You've left it at the door, and you're taking a picture, but $2.50 is all that you got out of it. $2 or $2.50, whichever. Okay, so you may or may not get another offer come in from Doordash or whoever it is for another 5 minutes, or maybe another couple minutes, or not. And you're going to take another one that comes in, let's say, another $2.50. All right. So it's taking you 20 minutes to rip and do this other job for $2.50. It's going to take you 5 or 10 minutes to get to the next restaurant, possibly. You're going to sit in there another 5 or 10 minutes, waiting for it to be done, unless it's already ready. Then another 5 or 10 minutes to go deliver it. All right, so let's say if it's ripping, so there's another 20 minutes tied up. $2.50, you're just going to run your car ragged. You're going to run you ragged. Whatever vehicle that you're driving at that, you're going to be spending money on petrol. Unless you've got an electric one, then maybe not. But you're going to be using some electric. It's just not going to be worth it. I mean, you're going to be ripping earning 20 minutes. I mean, you're going to be earning no, you're not. $10 an hour. Plus, you got your petrol to come out of there. The wear and tear on your vehicle. If you do it 8 hours a day, you've been doing $80 for the day. You're going to be run ragged after it. You're going to do a lot of bloody deliveries for sure. And it's just not going to be worth your time. So don't do it. Because some restaurants you'll go to and you'll learn as you go along is that some restaurants are slower than others. Some are so bloody slow. So slow. And some of them are real quick. There's always going to be 1 or 2 restaurants where you're going to have to wait anyway. or because they've really got busy. Pizza Hut in their area normally have got been food ready and you're out the door. Sometimes you have to wait 5-10 minutes, but just sit there and take it. But if you've taken an order that's like just make a minimum. Just make a minimum amount what you'll take, because you've got running costs on the car. Whatever vehicle you're bloody well using, you're going to have running costs. You're going to have the petrol that you got to put in the damn thing to get it going. You've got to have new tyres on the damn thing. You're going to use a lot. You're going to use a lot more of those doing this job. You're going to have bloody brakes that you're going to be new. You're going to get those a bit more often, that's for sure. Unless you're pretty bloody handy if you've been pulling up the bloody car and putting in a set of brake pads, then great. But it's still going to take your time. But I mean, you've got your taxes, you've got your insurance rather. You've got all the stuff to run the car. If you're lucky enough not to have a car payment, well, that helps. But you will have to have maintenance on the vehicle. Oil changes, if I didn't say that already. You're going to be in the car a lot longer than you normally are. 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours a day, sometimes longer. I've done it longer when I've been back home. But I earned a lot more when I was back home, for the most part. But you take the rough with the smooth too. I mean, if you make sure that you're doing a minimum, like I said, my one is set at $6.50. I won't take below that, because I know that some, and then not, you know, an offer will come in. It's not an order until you accept it, but an offer will come in, and you know, I mean, you'll see what restaurant it's coming, where you're supposed to be picking up from. And you'll have an idea. Once you've done a few of these, you'll have an idea of that restaurant at that time. If you go in there fairly often, if they got to change over a staff in more often than others, you'll figure it out. I mean, if you go to like these individual companies, like the Mint Sushi, for example, I go in there a lot. Very nice family. Always we've been wanting to get the driver out of there, because they know that's the driver needs to pick up the food and be gone. It's the only way we earn money. And if we deliver for them a lot, they get to know you, and you know, they see you come in. If you're there in a queue, if yours is ready, they'll ask you, okay, yeah, we'll give you yours. And that goes the same with any of the restaurants too. I mean, there's good and bad restaurants. 54th Street, for example, in our area. Oh, if you don't go there, if you've been on a Saturday night, you don't go there on a Friday night until if you've been 11 o'clock, after 11 o'clock or 11:30, then you'll go there. Because before that, bollocks of that, I'm not going in there to wait. It's going to be an extremely amount of money to me to get in there. I did go in there tonight, picked up one. I was in and out of there within 5 minutes, but it was after 11. Then what else? I mean, we've got a Don Chewy's in our area. Hasn't been there all that long, and every time I've been there, it's absolute bloody diabolical. The waiting in there is absolute shite. It's absolute crazy. So, unless that one's you've been paying a lot, I don't go there till later at night, so I really don't want to know about going there if I can help it. And then, but there's other restaurants. I mean, we got the Mai Tai Bistro. That's normally pretty quick. Sometimes they get so far behind, but you know that they're there working hard and that. So you can see what's going on. You can either choose to unassign it, etc. But there's lots and lots of restaurants. And, yeah. So anyway, I think that's it. I'm going to get off here. It's about 10 to 2 in the morning, 1:51. And I'm going to finish this video. So if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up. If you would subscribe to the video, that would be wonderful. Or the channel, excuse me. It's all free. Don't cost you nothing. Don't cost you nothing to see my ugly mutt flipping babbling away all for nearly an hour. Ooh. Well, and maybe you'll get something out of me babbling. Maybe I'll just send you to sleep. There you go. Who needs the thunderstorms in the background and you can listen to me going blah, blah, blah. Anyway, enjoy it. But, and also hit the bell icon so you can get warned. Yes, I said warned. Of when the new videos come out. But if there's stuff that you want me to see, I'm coming out with these new apps and that. If you've got, trying to find new apps to try that are working in our area. If there's something that you want me to have a go at in the Lee Summit, Kansas City area that you don't want to do just yet, you just want to send me to do it and test it out, I'll have a go. I'll have a go at more or less anything. Or if you've got questions or whatever. Like I said before, if I don't know it, then it's bound to be someone that knows. And if you see me wandering around or racing around Lee's Summit, Kansas City area, Greenwood, wherever, you can't miss the van. It's a silver, what have I got now? Silver Chrysler Town and Country with the British flag on the side. So anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully today's going to be a bit drier when I get out there to do some work. But I'll be back out again tonight, today, get it right in a minute. Won't be out so early, be meeting up with some friends. Going to visit an older British lady that's living in a senior living facility. So we're going to go see her tomorrow and see how she's doing. And then we'll probably go for something to eat after that. And probably won't get started till about 5 or 6, more likely 6. And hopefully just work for the rest of the night and see what happens. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching, and hope you've enjoyed the video. Alright, thanks again. Cheers. Ta-da.